Today, we delve deep into the history of Japan, revealing the mystique and allure of its ancient craftsmanship. From legendary tales of demon-slaying swords to the earliest confirmed master swordsmith, this journey promises to be a captivating one. While the appearance of bladed weapons in Japan is believed to date back to the Kofun period, the earliest iterations were not what we recognize as the typical Japanese katana today. Initially, swords with dual edges and straight designs brought over by immigrants from the Chinese mainland were used. These straight swords, without any curve, are known as Jokoto, or ancient swords. Strictly speaking, they do not fall under the category of Japanese katanas. There are several famous Jokotos. One of the most renowned one is the Shichiseiken, or the Seven-Star Sword. Based on Chinese Taoist philosophy, this sword features the Big Dipper constellation on its blade. It was believed to possess powers of warding off evil and protection, often used in ceremonies. Prince Shotoku is known to have owned this sword. Next is the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, one of the three imperial regalia of Japan. This sword is arguably the most famous in Japan. It's a legendary divine sword from Japanese mythology representing the rightful imperial throne. Since ancient times, it has been passed down among successive emperors. Presently, it is enshrined in the Atsuta Shrine. Lastly, there's the Shichishito, a sword with a blade resembling branching lightning. Due to its unique design, it's thought to have been a ceremonial or ritualistic sword rather than a weapon. The blade has a total of 61 characters engraved, not all of which have been deciphered. However, from the part that has been interpreted, it's understood that the sword originated from ancient Korea. The katana, as contemporary folks understand it, emerged toward the end of the Heian period. These katanas had a slender curved blade with an edge on only one side. Today, Japan's Agency for Cultural Affairs has criteria for what can be officially termed as a Japanese katana. It needs to be crafted following traditional Japanese methods and made from tamahagane or jewel steel. The curved tachi, or longsword, became prevalent from the mid-Heian period onwards. The reason being, during those times the swords were tools of warfare and not just art pieces. Infantry battles gave way to cavalry warfare. The significantly curved tachi was easier to draw while on horseback. Despite its long blade, it was essential for striking opponents from atop a horse. Interestingly, the blade narrows as it extends from the base, making it easier to thrust and extract. The oldest surviving Japanese swords are believed to be Kogarasumaru, crafted by the legendary bladesmith Amakuni, or the Kohouki mono, forged in the Hoki province. The Kogarasumaru stands out as the oldest surviving Japanese blade. It is believed to have been crafted during the Nara or Heian period by the legendary Amakuni in Yamato province, modern-day Nara prefecture. This masterpiece was bestowed by the emperor as a treasured heirloom to the Taira clan and is currently a private asset of the imperial family, guarded by the National Cultural Properties Foundation. During the subjugation of the Taira no Masakado, Taira no Saramuri received the sword from the imperial court. It then became a cherished heirloom of the Taira clan. However, the sword was believed to have been lost at the bottom of the sea during the Battle of Dan-Nura. But in 1785, during the Edo period, it was discovered that a sword named Kogarasumaru was kept by the Ise family, descendants of the Taira. Later, after the Meiji Restoration, it was presented to Emperor Meiji. Today, it's managed by the Imperial Household Agency as a royal asset. The narrative of a sword granted by the imperial family to a samurai clan, and then, after a long span of time, returning back to the imperial family, is an exceedingly rare tale. The blade measures 24.7 inches in length, with a curvature of 0.47 inches near the hilt, and a width of 1.28 inches at the base. It has a pronounced curve from the base to the tang, but little curvature in the upper half. The Kogarasumaru features a unique construction known as kisaki moraha zukuri, where the tip of the blade is double-edged. This design was conceptualized during the transitional period from the late Nara era to the mid-Heian era, transitioning from blades primarily for thrusting to those intended for cutting. Given that the Kogarasumaru is a representative of this design, it's also sometimes referred to as Kogarasuzukuri. Kogarasumaru, with immense historical significance, is such an exceptional masterpiece in both dignity and craftsmanship that is often referred to as the treasured heirloom of the Taira and the crown jewel of the imperial family. The name Kogarasumaru is believed to originate from an anecdote involving Emperor Kanmu. One morning, as Emperor Kanmu was offering his prayers in the main hall, a yatagarasu, a three-legged crow, descended from the sky. This bird, believed to be a messenger from the Ise Grand Shrine, dropped a sword before taking off. From this event, the sword was named Kogarasumaru. On the other side of the oldest katana narrative is the Kohouki mono, collectively referring to the Japanese swords forged in Hoki Province, now Tottori Prefecture, during the mid to late Heian period. The Hino district in modern-day Tottori was historically renowned for its rich deposits of iron sand, the essential material for katana creation. This abundance led to an early emergence of swordsmiths in the area. The tamahagane steel produced from this iron sand was termed inga steel and was highly praised for centuries. The hallmark of a Kohouki mono sword is its pronounced curved near the tang, while the section closer to the tip remains almost linear. During the middle of the Heian period, a swordsmith named Yasutsuna appeared in Hoki Province. Recognized as the earliest swordsmith in Japan with the confirmed name, Yasutsuna is often referred to as the de facto ancestor of Japanese swords. Swords forged by Yasutsuna have been identified, with 5 of them designated as national treasures or important works of art. Among his masterpieces is the legendary Dojigiri Yasutsuna, counted as one of the 5 best swords under heaven and known for its fable of slaying a demon. Many Kohouki mono swords are considered the oldest class of katana that solidified the standard, and a significant number are designated as national treasures or important cultural properties. A few years ago, there was major news regarding these ancient swords. In 2018, at the Kasuga Grand Shrine in Nara City, Nara Prefecture, 12 Japanese swords were discovered hidden above the ceiling of a treasure house. One of these was announced as a Kohouki mono katana, believed to have been crafted by Yasutsuna. Given that Yasutsuna is the famed smith who crafted the national treasure Dojigiri Yasutsuna, known for its legend of beheading the Shuten Doji demon, this find is of incredible significance. Moreover, this particular sword displayed little evidence of wear or sharpening, preserving its original form and offering invaluable insights into the period's craftsmanship. This recently unearthed sword, with its pronounced waist curve, measures 32.4 inches in blade length. It's notably long for a Kohouki mono, making it especially treasured. According to curators at the Kasuga Grand Shrine, this sword was likely a cherished heirloom passed down through warrior families before being dedicated to the shrine. In 2020, it was showcased in a special Japanese sword exhibition. Today, we've journeyed through the legacy of Japan's oldest katanas, capturing the essence of its history and artistry. These blades symbolize Japan's timeless culture. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Japanese swords. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content about the history of Japanese swords. Until next time, さよなら。